My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arche Galadirthin, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to the Northern Dúnedain campaign. Now, before we begin, I must first apologise for my voice. The turn of the season, we're halfway through. Winter has taken its toll, and I have a cold. And that has manifested itself in a croaky voice and a cough in my throat. A little more. So I shall sound slightly different throughout. However, this will not deter us from our current mission.
Orders.
To aid the men of Rohan.
By your command.
By attacking Isengard as soon as we can. And to also aid the men of Gondor by continuing our assault within Enedwaith's lands, deep into their heart. I don't think there's much more I plan on doing in this turn, although the forces of Tir should probably move south to Traitor's Folly.
Your orders, my lord.
Calimere is heading to the fort to defend it.
Yes, my lord.
Now that army could probably push west. No, we'll hold in the fort till forces arrive. 6 turns till Argond falls. I'm not going to attack that early. There's no need. We earn a great deal of money. An astronomical amount of money, in fact. So it just won't be an issue. It won't be a concern. Oh, that army is almost solely made of Dunlendings. We'll take a marketplace. Thank you very much. Did I move Misty on? Yes, I did. Anything else? What is the army in Fenestreinen doing? Still building. 3 turns till that army is complete. It will team up with the army from Camath Bryn, and then together with the forces in Gundabad, we will squeeze the Misty Mountains in our vice. As it's nice to be attacking on several fronts. However, for now, I believe that is all I shall do. So let us double check that none of these are moving anywhere. No, he's in Alkford.
My lord.
Can't go anywhere.
My lord.
Governing there for us.
Your orders.
And he is standing alone there. Head to Dale, I suppose. See what we can find out.
Yes, stopping here.
Now, we've had an interesting day of modding, interesting few days between Hummingbird and myself. Hummingbird has recently added the voices from the Battle for Middle-earth 2 for the dwarves. They sound remarkably good. So no longer are they either the generic Scottish voices from the base game, in battle this is, only in battle, nor are they, I believe, recorded by the original Third Age team. There's a few voices that are slightly lower quality than the base game, but they have the Scottish accent of the dwarves. Oh, the ring bearer has been found dead, and Fangorn has been claimed. So I believe they, the original team, recorded some dwarven voices. But in battle, they now have Battle of Middle-earth voices.
Planned out.
Oh, sweet Mary Mother of Jesus! Look at that.
Your orders, my lord.
Isengard are already coming for us.
This tower will keep vigil.
Yes, my lord.
With honor.
Get those towers up.
This tower will keep vigil over the...
Your orders, my lord.
This army must come now. There's no choice. We can't recruit anything, so leave behind them and them. And them. And take the rest of you south.
Yes. We shall continue tomorrow.
Oh, yes, of course. The army in Tharbad is no longer required either, actually. So the garrison can remain, and so that it's full, at least in garrison terms. But you and you two, oh no, the other way around. You 3, or all of you rather.
Yes.
Head to Tirarad.
We'll make camp here.
Byrig, what have you got? How much do you hate us? You don't like us very much at all, do you? You could do with a unit there, but we can't do that at the moment. We must muster on our southern front to hold back the forces of Isengard. Oh, the forces of Enedwaith have pulled away, leaving Lond Daer ripe for the taking. Hide in the trees for now.
With honor.
Can you hide in the trees when you have siege equipment, actually?
Yes.
Not sure you can. Screw it.
With honor.
My lord.
Let's be bold.
Approaching quietly. Yes, my lord.
Can he reach
Is that
Traitor's
what you
Folly?
want?
No, he cannot.
Your orders, my
So
lord.
you
Yes.
head in there. So with the voices, yes, all the dwarven voices when you select them in battle will now say Battle for Middle-earth phrases. And interestingly as well, and I must mention it on behalf of Hummingbird because I'm very pleased with the results. Certain units say different things. So, for example, the base dwarven unit in Battle of Middle-earth is called Guardian. They're called Guardians, and they say Guardians when they're selected. That's their selection voice, is say Guardians ready or whatever. And so the Guardians of Khazad-dûm use that specific voice. So whenever you click on them, they say Guardians, and I was very pleased with that.
My lord.
Do I own Mengaland? Yes, I do. So instead of doing it that way, head through there,
As you wish.
build them along that ridge.
We have marched our limit.
We could do with some of the army in Argon really to head south and support us, but 2 people have come of age. Crime and Netley's. Only 2 more turns till the army's there already. Move to
Yes,
Endymion
my
so we can
lord.
end the turn.
Untrustworthy foe. What lies do you bring us
Ceasefire.
then?
Make offer.
You are serious?
I want your map
Please
information.
Continue with your suggestion. Unfortunately, we cannot accept this.
Oh, actually, yes. No, I'm not attacking them, am I? Because
We shall not your time was most valuable. We thank you.
I don't really want to remove the evil power from the center of the map just yet. It's also I want them to be quite strong. I want a good
Angry
faction to
word
die
for you.
somehow.
It was a fair deal. Very well. What else?
I've already
do you
got map
have to say?
information
I
with
do
them.
not believe I'm able to accept this.
I'll give you my map information if you pay me
Good
money.
day to you.
Yes, no, I'd like Misty Mountains Dol Guldur to potentially close in on Anduin before I need to deal with them. Especially with the forces of Isengard coming as hard as they are now, that force in Fenestruinen is going to be turned southward, as opposed toward the mountain. Aha! Fangorn have finally been destroyed. That means Isengard fought
My
there
lord.
many times. That does not bode well for us, actually, because that means Isengard now have even more land. And Traitor's Folly is now surrounded.
Yes, my lord.
Part of me thinks that we should abandon it. We've only had it for 1 turn. We don't need the money. We'll make money from what we can't use. Yeah, you know what? I will. I am going to abandon it. I'm not going to leave these people to die needlessly.
Your orders, my lord.
So we'll position an army there
With honor.
and take the finest.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Assembling.
Yes, my lord.
With
Your orders, my lord.
So we're going to have 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unit spaces left. But you can
Orders
join
by your
and merge
command.
with them.
Joining forces, my lord.
Any other
Yes,
merging
my
can
lord.
happen? No, none whatsoever. So we don't want the siege equipment. I'll happily let that die, to be honest. You
Your
two
will, my
definitely.
lord. Yes. Merging armies.
I don't want to needlessly
orders,
kill
my
off
lord.
units, though.
As you wish.
'Cause that just doesn't
Joining
seem ethical.
forces, my lord. My lord. Your will, my yes.
But there is only the siege equipment left, isn't there? So yeah, we'll just disband it. And even though there's only 4 of you, we'll take you.
Wish.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, so they can
We
have
shall
Traitor's Folly.
continue tomorrow.
Set the tax rate to very high.
Your will, my lord.
Brandy's made it to
Yes.
Tirarad.
Your orders, my lord.
Nothing else really that we can do there. Oh, look at the army we now have here, including Councilman Barleyman. Council Master
I would
Barleyman.
fight for your people as if they were my own, friend.
Oh, thank you, Councilman. Towers
By your command.
along the Barrow Downs.
Erecting a watchtower. Yes. Continuing tomorrow. Erecting a watchtower.
Well, restore those crypts before we have any issues from the risen barrows. They can retrain. We have 5,000 gold. That is carnage. I don't need that, so we won't bother with that. Anything up here that we particularly want? No. Yes, that's finally building. That's good. You can be retrained. And Gundabad, what is Gundabad building? Yeah, get that and then get another one. Is there anything here that we can't use that I've not destroyed? No. Ah, of course,
Yes, my
Calamir.
lord.
To
Besiege.
battle.
Do we besiege or do we
shall
auto-assault?
prevail.
Let's find out. Nalgas. Nalgas gets 2 units of woodland defenders. with the large walls that Lond Daer has, it's not one that we're going to. We're going to let them attack us. See if we can take victory there.
Your orders, my lord.
For now, we wait again. The other change in modding that you may have seen if you've already looked on Total War Center by the time this video goes out is that the annoying battle map that is generated on the 2 bridges that surround Edain, the bridge to the west and north, I have since edited the terrain so that those battle maps are now playable. No longer are they completely useless. So Edain's battle maps have been fixed, which is very pleasing. The other thing is a minor text change that was requested on Total War Center, and you can see it here. Instead of saying 1,606 men, it now says soldiers. And this is, of course, in reference to the fact that if you play as the elves, the dwarves, the orcs, and that's it, or the elves, the dwarves, or the orcs, you won't have men. You'll have elves, dwarves, and orcs. So, but because that has to be universal across the board,
Attack!
I have opted for the word soldiers. And at the end of the battle as well, it will say soldiers captured, soldiers destroyed, soldiers lost, and number of soldiers left in a battalion. So no longer does it say men, which is good. Small little changes that are very minor indeed, but add just that little bit more. Right, look how awfully positioned that siege equipment is. Oh, but the enemy is very far away. What are they doing all the way over there? Fools, gives us time to maneuver. We want to be out of range of the towers, but we want to be within range to hit them as soon as they come through the gate. So, very minor changes. Although we only have 3 arch units. General, I suppose, but... Oh, indeed, this is a Cardellani force, isn't it? Formed in haste in the south of our realm, as we needed troops quickly. Alright, we'll pop those on that side. Cavalry, head out there so that you can get a nice wide flank. Now the siege equipment I'm unsure what to do with, because it will end up killing our own units if we are not careful. New plan. Pull the siege equipment to there. Take our 4 arch units and line them up like that. Take all the Cardellani swordmen and line them along the back like that. The cavalry this time will ride out to here, and these will cover this side of the artillery. And everyone should be moving, and we'll try and get everyone to run as well, because time is of the essence. So archers, fire at will, defend yourselves, don't run away. Catapults, you can fire at will and turn yourselves onto fire. Another interesting feature, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video or not, but I'm so thrilled with it, is that the dwarven mortar shot was broken, and it would only register hitting a single man. But I fixed it, and it is now very deadly. Very, very deadly. I may have to turn it down, actually, because I was testing it a little earlier. And a battalion reasonably, well, essentially exactly like that. Same sort of width and distance and unit number. It was a unit of Gondor militia, and the mortar shot landed perfectly in the middle, and everyone from the either edge died. Everyone from there to there died in a circle around the middle. So obviously some people on the edges survived, but I feel like maybe I made it a little too strong, so I might have to tone that down a bit. Alright, the catapults are firing. The ballistas are firing.
We know these lands.
We will wait and kill as many as we can. Although, if you could... I so wish there was an attack ground command. I'm very annoyed that there isn't. Don't fire at will, actually. I'm going to turn you off when I get to a certain point. Alright, we're ready. Charge them. You lot can now stop firing. Oh, you can hit those guildsmen, actually. Alright, pause. And all of these are hidden, so the morale shock is going to be phenomenal. they got caught out on that side though, didn't they? Oh, how did they do? They slaughtered them. Absolutely slaughtered them. River Elders are quite good though. They're an Enedwaithian post-barracks event unit. Yeah, they'll get some of them, which is good. Oh, there are some people that came round this way. Fascinating.
Sharpen your swords. We await your command.
Right, they have killed. Take out those. And you two now, please stop firing. Alright, what is the situation here? Alright, none of them made it to the archers, which is good. The archers aren't in a very good position anymore. So the forces of Cardolan press down upon the vile wildmen. Filthy and unclean. They deserve nothing but the sword.
Fight with courage.
Our racial and xenophobic hatred may have died down somewhat in the years since the destruction of Arnor, but it still lies deep-seated and rooted within each man. The Númenóreans held themselves above all others, and thought they were better than the rest of the men of the world. Mostly through Sauron's deception and his attempts to win them over, as it were, but the fact that they lived for many, many years, they were blessed by the Valar, and they were more intelligent and far more civilized and advanced than the wild men of Middle-earth at the height of Númenor's power. That definitely would go to your head, surely. And after a while, you must just start thinking, you know what, yes, we are better than them. There's no point trying to hide it anymore. And then Sauron joins in, trying to win you over, and then you have the situation whereby they then believe themselves to be truly superior to all.
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
What? Oh, no. Absolutely no. Why are you Oh, I hate this game. I hate this game. I turned off the baluster and not the catapult.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
And the catapult
lost
just
half
killed
their
our
men.
general. No one else. Just the general. One guy standing next to him and one guy standing there. I am suitably annoyed. Oh, and they're pikemen. Brilliant, brilliant. Alright, everyone, now you really need to pull it out because we are in trouble. Right, let's get them over there and out of the way. Oh no, the Cardalani. They're losing out to the Moot Keepers. Are we winning anywhere? We're sort of overwhelming them in the centre. Who's that over there? How did you get all the way over there? Dear. Wasn't keeping an eye on this one very well, was I? Don't really keep an eye on any of them, let's be honest. I enjoy watching this more, being close in, watching the swords fight, the little animations. Standing next to the archers as the noise of the arrows flies by. I like that all. Not really too bothered with the big picture. I suppose it comes from a complacency whereby I kind of know I'm going to win. Overall, you might lose the odd battle here and there, but I just enjoy playing a Lord of the Rings game, to be honest. That's about it. Ah, someone's routing. And they've run out of arrows. Situation grows dire indeed. We may take Lond Daer, but it may be the breaking of this army. Good hit in the side there. Cavalry's charge will be wasted now. No point wasting a good cavalry charge. You can go and hit someone else. Excuse me, sorry. We have plenty of generals, so it's not a massive concern. And I'm pretty sure he was a nobody, so... And even if he was part of the family tree, our family tree is far large enough, it doesn't matter. I think we'll win, But we'll lose a lot more than normal. Although this is a Cardalan force, and Cardalan are the equivalent of the Dúnedain militia compared to other factions. I mean, of course, we have the actual local militia, but they are very similar in stats to the Cardalani, so... It's just a case of taking down their elite units now. Have we even killed their general? We haven't, have we? Just lost our own. Where is their general? Is he still over there? Oh, you're joking. One guy. Come on, cavalry. Assassination mission. Pull out and kill him.
Good tidings.
There we are.
The enemy general lies dead.
He was cruel anyway. Right, now we should see routing across the board. Yes, they are already beginning to rout. Right. Everybody attack something.
Only half our force remains.
Speed it up, as mostly it's just capturing people now. Go on, get to the gate, then you get... Yes. Capture loads of them then. Right, you guys pull out, let them fire their arrows. Point blank range catapults, come on. Oh, phenomenal. Same you guys. You should already have a bolt loaded, surely. Surely you leave it ready.
If we continue like this
This
we
is
will
a battle
smash the enemy.
situation. Avoid them. Yeah.
Our men have taken control of the city.
Oh, brilliant. Those moot wardens are really good. They're about to be ambushed. How are we doing in the centre? Oh yeah, we're alright. I don't think there is anything left other than the moot wardens. No, there's not. This is Lond Daer, the ancient port city of the Númenóreans. It was finally destroyed with flooding, I believe. Or overrun, but no, I'm not sure if destroyed is the right word, but certainly ruined. Because Tharbad was ruined with a great, with a flood coming up the Gwathlo River, and then the flood finally destroyed the bridge. And as Lond Daer is at the mouth of the Gwathlo River, one must assume that the flooding there would have been even more intense, ergo leading to the destruction of this city too.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
So as I said, instead of saying men, 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 they say soldiers, soldiers, soldiers. Soldiers left there at the end. Who is our greatest killer? 206. Oh, the bodyguard, and then he goes and dies. Oh no, the royal guard took 602. They are so strong. I love playing factions that have units that get that capable. But then on the flip side, it is quite fun playing it. For example, the Anduin, where yes, your generals are strong, and you might have an elite unit that can do a lot of damage in the early game, but at the end of the game, in the late game, when you are massively outskilled by your opponents, it's a real challenge.
In your name, my lord. We have conquered, my lord.
We will sack this settlement. Apologies, dropping my pen. I aim to keep this video at 25 minutes long, so this end turn will be the end turn. I'm not going to fight those Isengard forces. I'm going to try and draw them back to the bridge, because I'm not certain that my Dunlending army is going to be able to hold off. No, certainly isn't. Certainly isn't. Spearguard. Spearguard are they're defensive, but it's a middle tier army. Interestingly though, they don't actually get Snagger archers anymore, but they're still there, which must just mean that they can no longer train them because the EDB updates immediately. But
Rally to me,
oh, you're
men.
joking!
We must regroup.
How have they done that?
Making camp here.
Then we have no choice to hold them here.
We attack.
They had loads of movement then. That was not nonsensical. Now we must hold. The experience level of many of those units was unfathomable. And there were gold chevrons all left, right, and centre.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
And we are downhill. Brilliant. Ah! No, we are not. No, I'd rather be on an open plain. We have more archers. Better archers. No, we only have a few archers, actually, so let's pull everyone here. Interestingly, though, even though Isengard no longer gets snagger archers, the snagger archers that they do get will have the poison arrows. So those snagger archers will be shooting poison at us. So we've got that to look out for. Right. Archers, come upon the hill. Broad lines. Oh, we actually don't have that many archers. Not that many at all. These javelin men form a large chunk of this army, don't they? Be defensive. Right, want the spearmen. We want those spearmen, those spearmen, those spearmen. Oh, they're axemen, aren't they? Definitely take our own lines, and you're going to form a solid front line. One hopes. Of course, time will tell. 4 of you on the end are going to do absolutely nothing, so we'll just put you in with someone. There's 11 men. Oh, look at them. They're 9 rank. Oh, let's hold them back and hope we don't have to use them, because if we can get them back to our own regions, that's a rank 9 Arthedain unit. I'm not going to turn that down. We'll have the cavalry on the right hand side and the berserkers on the left. Speed it up. Oh, and Gandalf, of course. Ah, yes, Gandalf. He will certainly help us achieve victory. Ah, du-du-du-du-dun. They come at increased speed. Alright, pause it. No, don't pause it, just normal speed. Group them up. Nobody's shooting fire arrows, are they? Oh, they're trying to run away there. Javelin men are ready. Oh, I didn't set them onto defensive, did I? Don't push out, you guys are the defensive line. Berserkers, what's going to happen over here? Half-Orc Vanguard are pulling in. Reavers behind them. 2 good attacking units. Alright, try and move to the flank. No, they're charging us, aren't they? So, hit them and you pull up here. Oh, no, they had wargs. Hold them off, warband. These Dunendings have repented. They're fighting for the good of the world. Pull up there, you're going to go and take out archers. Poor charge, to be honest. Too late. Moved them too late. And now we just hope that our strength is greater than their own. I do not hold much hope for that. Gandalf, how's it going? Hit the archers, get rid of the archers. You guys just hold there for now. They have used up all their ammunition. Oh, but that left-hand side is virtually unattacked. Ah, because the wargs charged spearmen, of course. Yeah, we flanked them. No, you're not doing anything other than dying, are you? How many wargs are left? 19. Charge through. What are you guys doing? Excuse me, sorry. Have some water. Tola Khan! Vengeance comes. Oh, they followed you. How's Gandalf doing? He is carving through that centre. Marvellous. Took out the crossbowmen, which is good. Right, cavalry, you're going to come and do some flanking, some rear guard attacking. Oh, look at those guys holding firm. Our hillmen charge down. Or huntsmen, sorry. Oh, we are outclassed there, are we not? We've surrounded them for ages, they still have not lost that many. Right, cavalry charge the back of them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Well, I think again we probably will win. We're going to pay very, very dearly for this. And these are both of our armies in the south gone. Our nearest support is at the castle of Argond, north of the Gwathlo River. That's too far away to aid support. And the Fenris-Druinan army is still 2 turns before it's even completed. It's yet to even form up. Oh, how the fate can turn in 1 turn. And from a position of almost total authority, we are now going to be last-ditch defending our holdings in Dunland. Oh, those cavalry. Right, Gandalf, come and show them how it's done. Yes, the enemy general has fallen. That's going to help a little. Hit those raiders. Like a wave crashing against a weak and flimsy grass barrier.
The fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Alright, we've got routing. We've got routing. Everybody charge out and do something. Just click anything you can. Speed it up a bit. You're not doing anything. Attack them. Attack them. Ah, yes, it's certainly all over now. Zoom in, see what's fighting us. Oh, hardly anything. There's still some pockets of resistance along the line, but... Ah, they're fleeing now. Right, 11 of you.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Now is your chance to shine. Gandalf, why aren't you moving? Everybody stand still. Gandalf, half-orc vanguard. The 11 of you are quite far back, aren't you? So take out those spear guard. And where are 9 of you? At the northern tip. Take on them. Right, and then move and capture what you can. We don't need to capture every one of every single battalion. And ideally we want to just capture as many men as we can so that they don't get away. Let's see, there's only 1 of them left. Who's riding up there? Yeah, you can take them. Yeah, 11 of you go after them now. What's alive? 99%. Ah, brilliant. I think we can safely end there.
Our foe is utterly vanquished.
Heroic.
Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
And it should come as no surprise to anyone that Gandalf and his bodyguard were the chief killers. 569 slain. And he barely lost a man. Good lord. 6. Gained some experience somehow. He was already on 9 though. Well, that climactic battle will end this video. 30 whatever it is. 3rd, 4th, uncertain. I always have to check afterwards. Execute them all. We don't need the money anymore. We managed to hold Traitor's Folly as well. I don't think I'm going to leave Gandalf in it though. Not going to risk that. But I will... Oh, the ring bearer's been dead again. Whoever's getting the ring keeps dying every time. Calamir died, of course. Do I need to do anything with any of these? Yes, Athelin. Roads, please. Retrain them. You've got a low tax rate, take that as well. Well, in fact, let's just line up everything we can there and get money. Good and bad. I'll have a school now, please. And then mines and that, and that, and that, and that. No concerns there. Look at that, 16,000 we've currently got. Alright, I shall end it there. So that will be the end of whatever video number this is, as I say. So as ever, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I am Arnor, the head of Divide and Conquer. And Until we speak again, dear friends, Nevar and Aden Perimat Melonin, and farewell.